So a change of plan today after my Rainbow mountain tour got cancelled. Well, it didn't get cancelled. The person who I booked it through forgot to actually book it. So I'm now getting on this minibus to Ollantaytambo. It should take around 2 hours. 10 soles, so quite a good price. And there's some quicker cars leaving that are a bit more, maybe 15 or 20 soles. I'll try and put in the map where I'm getting this colectivo to Ollantaytambo. I have arrived in Ollantaytambo, and there's lots of how should we describe it? Peruvian, Incan sort of things around here, like this. And there's a few ancient sites here, and I believe they are free, which is part of the reason I came here, to see some of the ancient sites, as some of the ancient sites in Cusco are not free, but it's a very nice square here, very sunny, very hot. I've got my coat on because it's still quite cold in the mornings here in this area of Peru. I thought today may be a less strenuous day in terms of walking, but I've just seen this behind me. The Temple of the Sun, all the way up that mountain. So I was about to enter this archaeological site behind me, but you have to pay, and I think the price... I'm going to go double check the price. Just walked over there to check. 14 British pounds, $17 maybe, 70 Peruvian soles. So I think I'm going to give it a miss. But I've got this map. I can see over there in the distance, just above my finger, some what I think are called colcas. Tunupa Pinkiuyuna. According to my map, there's no way to get up there. But I'm not sure what I'm going to miss out on by not entering this area here. Maybe it's just a view over the city of Ollantaytambo. I don't know if it goes over the top, but I'm going to walk around and see if I can find anywhere else. It also stretches around this side of the mountain. There is a sign here that says Sacred Valley down this way. Oh, there's a football pitch there. I did actually know, but I just forgot before my camera came on. It looks like there's some sort of old Colosseum-shaped building. Heard someone whistling. I don't know if they're whistling at me. I'm not going to walk in the direction that the arrow is pointing to the Sacred Valley. I'm going to walk down here past this. There's some bulls in there. I don't think I'll ever have a view like this in my life again. A snow-capped mountain, a Sacred Valley, a bull ring and a football pitch with roadworks tipping out right behind me. And this ring, according to this brown sign down there, is called Capacnyan. I'm now, according to my mobile map, walking to some kind of pyramid illusion, but I'm not sure where it is, somewhere that way. Whilst I'm walking, Ollantaytambo, the village that I arrived in during the Incan Empire, was the royal estate of Emperor Pachacuti, who conquered the region and built a ceremonial village. And at the time of the Spanish conquest, Manco Inca Yupanqui, the leader of the Incan resistance, took over. The village dates back to approximately the 15th century, therefore containing some of the oldest dwellings in all of South America. And behind me you can see a quick example of some of the old structures mixed in with the new doors in this example. And just up here you've got, again, quite an old dwelling. You won't see many bulls bigger than this one behind me. And there's some mountains up in the background as well. I can see someone standing there in the farm. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to walk up this way. Apparently the pyramid is up that path. Not having much luck at all finding this so-called pyramid. It's either going to be 20 yards down here on the right, or I'm going to have to give up and turn back, because I got quite a good view from up there and I couldn't see it, so I doubt to be able to see it from here. Lots of farm animals in this area, and a couple of barking dogs as well, but not too aggressive. Yeah, a bit of a strange one. So according to my map, this is the optical illusion of the pyramid, which, if there is a pyramid there, then that definitely is a very good optical illusion. I'm just going to double check around the side of this bush. I think I'm on private land, so be a bit careful. No pyramid down there either. So I'm going to leave now and head back towards the village of Ollantaytambo. And just in there in the mountains you can see some old dwellings. Even though I walked all this way and haven't really seen anything of too much interest, I'm glad I did, because it's quite a peaceful walk. There's no tourists here whatsoever, just a couple of farmers, some nice sort of purple and yellow flowers, farm animals. I actually saw some pigs over there as well. And there's a nice flowing stream here on the outskirts of Ollantaytambo, just here, which I've been walking along quite often. According to my map, it was called the Tampu Pyramid Optical Illusion. So if anybody knows any more about that, let me know. And also from here, I get a view of the 14-pound place up on this side. So I bet they don't get that view coming around here. And that actually also answers my question from earlier as to whether it goes over. If I'd be missing anything out on the other side, I wouldn't be. It just comes round at the top. So all they're basically doing is looking up the archaeological... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. There is actually a path up there. There's a horn going off in the background as well. I can see a path leading up. I'm not sure how far it goes. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm missing out. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing out. Here is Iglesia de Santiago Apostol. Unfortunately, it's closed. There's some works being done on top of this roof. You can probably hear the banging. Lots of works going on in Ollantaytambo in June 2025 as I record this. I'm now walking to the other side of Ollantaytambo, the village. Some massive stones here on the side of the wall and cobbled streets. Very nice. And it's very quiet today as well. So up here I'm now heading into what I think is the entrance into an archaeological area. Now at Graneros Parte Bajo, which I think is this archaeological ruins behind me, and I think I'm actually, you can't see it, but I'm walking up to the place in the hill that I showed you towards the start of this video, opposite the temple on the other side, but I get a beautiful view of the temple on that side. Very steep incline, about 150 meters I think here. And if you're talking about steep drops, then this is definitely one of them. This could be the issue of me walking opposite to the direction that the arrow is pointed at the start of the route. I need to get over to these stairs, but I can't. This is the end of the path. There's a massive drop down there. I'm going to try, I might be wasting my time going up and over here. Yeah, let's give it a go. I have found my way back on the path. Ooh, it's down here, and there is the end destination. Wow. I'm about a 1-minute walk away now. Whew. Bit of a workout. And look at this, the beautiful sacred valley. So I am inside Pinkuyuna now, and you can probably see the views out onto the sacred valley through this doorway here. And this site is thought to be clearly built by the Incas as a storage site for the production of agricultural terraces. Let's just take a look. It's very steep. It's around a 20-minute walk up here, but it is free, so I'm glad I didn't pay to go into the Temple of the Sun, I believe it's called, on the other side, albeit it looks very nice over there. But this is one terrace down, and there's at least 3 terraces going further down this way. Another name for this place is Golcas de Tonupa, and through there you can see the temple. Quite incredibly built here on this steep hill. Climbed a bit higher just to try and get a view over the top of the Incan ruins, and this is quite a nice view here. You get everything mixed in one shot. It's very windy here, but for a bit of context, around the left-hand side of that temple, there, that is where I walked towards the invisible pyramid earlier, and this is the central square. That is where I'm going to be walking now to hopefully get a colectivo back to Cusco. I've arrived back in the square now, and I can maybe slightly guarantee that there'll be people shouting out Cusco as a destination to try and get me on board. Yeah, or maybe not. No one's shouted out. I can't seem to see any buses back to Cusco, so I'm just going to walk around for a bit more. But this is the central square, and according to my map, there's a market up this road. So let's see what the market looks like. I think there's a bus station in that area as well. But when I got off the bus here in the morning, I asked if this was the right place to wait for the return bus to Cusco. He said, yeah, just wait here. So maybe I'll be back in the square in a minute. This is the market here, quite a small one, but it's quite a nice building. It's got a Ollantaytambo sort of mural on the outside. Looks like there's lots of fruits on the inside. There. Now I'm going to be walking right to the bus terminal somewhere this way. Look at the bus station. There was just a bus going to Urubamba, which is halfway back to Cusco. There weren't any vans, so I've got in a car for 5 soles more, £1 more. I'm back in Cusco now, outside a lovely church, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got around a 35-minute walk to my hostel. that is how to get to Ollantaytambo on a budget.